Journeying to yourself. Welcome, everyone. This is your coach, Minaz Abjad. I would like to start this session by asking you some simple questions. Let me know if this resonates. Is this you? You've taken the 10th time a decision that you've been delaying. However, you're still second guessing it. You're not sure. You've become a people pleaser and you're appeasing people even though you can do very well without it. And this could be both at your home and at workspace. You over accommodate everywhere, you overgive, and you constantly shapeshift to fit into the gathering, the meeting, the room, or the talk that could be going on. It could be at your home or at your workspace. And not to forget, you also give and then kind of over expect from the person who you give without they even asking of it. You seek advice, external validation is a must for you. You listen to various voices, ask people, constantly second guess yourself, and then, despite the loads of information coming your way, you're still not confident what is correct or what is the right approach or what might be your own opinion on that particular issue that you're seeking inputs for. You're emotionally exhausted, yet you constantly worry and the cycle continues. There are decisions and even conversations in your head long after they are over in real life. You ruminate, you keep answering it to your own self, and you're stuck in those conversations. Sometimes you're even indecisive. What is it that you need to decide? The key of all these experiences, emotions, feelings, and behaviors has an essence, which is you land yourself in a maze like situation. So the figure on the screen represent a maze where in real life you perhaps find yourself into situations where you try your level best, you get into it, you try to seek a solution. However, you find yourself repeating the same behaviors, the same thoughts, and yes, obviously the same results, and you're not really able to come out of it. You are looking for a way out. You want clarity, but you don't know how and what of it. So you find yourself as if you're in a maze. You start somewhere and then you find yourself back to square one. If this was you, of all that I just mentioned, perhaps it explains that you are in a life phase where certain emotional patterns and relationship patterns beneath the surface, meaning in your unconscious mind, are keeping you limited. You find that you don't know what is it because you can't totally and fully articulate it. And then since you can't do that, you really don't know how to find a way out of it, how to really resolve it. So you're really not in some kind of a clinical issue related to mental health, but you're also not totally fine either. There is something amiss and you can't name it. It's not like you don't know enough. The core here is that being through constant difficulties, challenges in life, you have come to a point where you have stopped trusting yourself and you don't know when that point silently came in, settled in, and you stopped trusting yourself. And now you operate from a space where you constantly look for external help, validation, some kind of an opinion which drives you more than you yourself. And this is what has made your life a bit harder. There are difficulties and challenges, and you really are not too sure, both at your workspace and back in your personal life. You find that you are neither satisfied in either of the roles, and as if you are falling apart, as if things are not really working, and you feel you really need to find a way out where you want to feel some meaningful work that you may have had done, a kind of meaningful life, a fulfilled life where you feel a level of satisfaction to all the efforts that you've put in. But right now you're in a phase where this seems like a distant dream. If you're nodding along of all that you just heard, I've been sharing with you, and you're saying, yes, that's me, I want to tell you two things here. First, you're not alone. I have been in your space. I've lived in this space for more than a decade until I found help and support for myself because I couldn't do it myself. This is a work where do it yourself or no amount of AI, artificial intelligence, can help. This is a work of a human with another human. So I've been in that space and I have sought human help, connection to find my way out. So the good news is you're not alone. We all pass through various phases in our life where we reach a point of emotional exhaustion. If that's you today, I want to let you know there's help. And how I can help you is via my coaching program, which I've titled Journey of Self. Because the essence of this program is deep inner work. And this is for those midlife adults who know that there's something going wrong in their relationships, boundaries, and their choices, but they cannot see the pattern, they cannot see what really is wrong, so they don't know enough to change it. And therefore, they continue being stuck in that cycle or that circle. So if you have resonated so far and you find yourself emotionally exhausted with the various challenges you are finding both at your work and in your relations. It could be both, it could be at one place. However, you find yourself ending up in similar situations with similar outcomes and your similar behaviors, then this is the work for you. Journey of Self as a coaching program will help you move from a state of emotional exhaustion to a state where you approach life and trust in your own voice. So, when you arrive here, like towards the end of the program, of this coaching program, you will be a person who will have enough confidence in your own decisions. You're not going to go keep seeking constant reassurance from others. You'll be someone who will make your own choices, trust your own self, and the choice will be out of your own awareness of what and why, and not out of fear. You will be more responsive than being reactive to life. You will quickly catch yourself if you happen to find yourself slipping back into those patterns. You don't need to over explain people, over give, and be a people pleaser. You don't also need to abandon yourself to keep everyone happy. You will find that this work is slow, long, however, it will transform you at a very fundamental root level, where you would now start to feel emotionally steady. You will be in the driver's seat of your life, confident enough to clearly recognize your own needs, your preferences, and your priorities. You will have healthy boundaries where you will not be no longer going into those overthinking mode. And plus, you stay grounded. You're not going to adapt some extreme approaches of spectrum. Rather, you would follow a middle path. Since I'm also a cognitive behavior practitioner and a certified cognitive behavior therapist, there will be some element of CBT tools involved in our work. Along with that, I have coaching tools and mindfulness plus journaling techniques put together, all used to move you from the state of emotional exhaustion, where we work on the root cause, to moving you to a space where you arrive and you are a transformed person, trusting yourself, trusting your own voice. So, if you're ready to embark with me on a journey of self, you can start here. The description box of this video has the link. I would want you to book your discovery call with me. The essence of this work is to help you understand yourself deeply enough so that you stop abandoning yourself and rather trust your own voice. So I look forward to meet you in the call soon.